All right. I'm going to get this talk out tonight, July 4th. It's around 10 p.m. Listening to the Phillies game, but I didn't want to delay this any further. Today's talk will be short. I spent most of the day, I was intending to just make Kiss the Danger. I started it yesterday, but I totally deleted everything when I got to it today. But early this morning, I worked on. Yeah, it was kind of a waste, although it was some productive in terms of composition stuff on the synthesizer app. I was up till again, like 2, 3, 4 in the morning trying to perfect this thing. And for Kiss the Danger, that's the talk today. But when I woke up, I don't know, or 10 or 11 o'clock this morning, I spent about 5 hours working on that song, The Gospel According to some random dude I overheard on the subway from whatever album. I wanted to make it sound better because I do really like it, and it's like 12 minutes long, so it took me like another 5 hours to put it into the multi track and be happy with the finished product. I kind of got rid of that boom, 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 boom. It's not like I don't like it, I just think it was distracting me. Maybe I'm a minimalist in terms of whatever this album is going to be, whatever. I feel like I should work on that. Maybe in between doing these talks, I'll keep working on that album to try to get those songs done. Because that, in reality, that's the toughest one to put a 12, 13-minute song, excuse me, into a multi track. It's a lot of detailing. But then after that, around 3 or 4 o'clock today, I finally got to Kiss the Danger, which is what I'm going to talk about now. And I was conjuring idols when I was doing it. I worked on it all day yesterday. Well, not all day, but a lot of the day and through the night, early morning. And I just couldn't get it to the right pacing. Like, it's supposed to be like, if you listen to NXS Don't Change from, whatever album that is. I don't know NXS that much, but I know that song. That's one of my favorite songs from the 80s. I'm standing here on the ground. It's such a driving force, and I love the tempo to it. I looked it up yesterday. NXS Don't Change. The beauty of of this, like 40, 50 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to figure this out unless you were a musical savant and you know how to do these things. I can just type into Google NXS Don't Change tempo, and it will give me what the tempo is, 164 BPM, which is pretty fast, I think. I think that's pretty driving. I really love that. It's one of my favorite riffs. It's so memorable, and the melodies are awesome. The vocals. That's a big song for me. I think the song I'm going to share, "Kiss the Danger," has that same tempo, similarly, and the similar key structure as well. You could almost fit that riff into the composition I came up with. So I totally deleted everything I worked on yesterday because it sounded more like a ballad, like I was singing it like a piano ballad, which I guess it could work like that too, but that's not my vision. So I had to just nix it and redo everything, which was a good experience and patience, I think. When I came up with yesterday, I was singing it like, "Did you pay for it? Did you pay for it while they monetize you?" And it's cool. I was just using like a piano mode on the synthesizer to make it sound like a clean piano sound. And it works as a ballad. It actually sounded pretty cool, kind of sweet song. But this was my tribute to New York rock, like the Strokes and the NXX and songs like that just make you want to stomp your feet. And I'm going to share those idols. When I was doing the vocals today, I was walking around in circles, pretending I was at a festival performing. I was kind of conjuring the dude from Idols, what's his name, the lead singer. I was kind of conjuring that dude. Idol's lead singer. Yeah, Joe Talbot. Joseph Talbot, Welsh singer for the British rock band Idol since 2009. Wow, they've been around a long time, man. So I was pretending to be him because he's got a cool performance style. Uh, and I'm just trying to get it out. And I totally changed it in terms of the mood of this song. It became more of a punk song, singing it, and you'll hear my stupid lyrics or my vocals. I actually like the lyrics. It's more my vocals that I'm forcing some of these melodies out because I don't know how to sing correctly. So it's more like, did you pay for it? Did you pay for it while they monetize you? Brain force into fried rice. Took the long way home just to monetize. And that's how I got this song out. And it became just about 4 minutes long. It's got a spoken word ending that's very much like the Strokes. So this is originally when I came up with this song last summer, it was in tribute to the Strokes, really. I don't know them that well. I don't know their new stuff, but when I was in college, I loved that song. I can't remember what it's called. Not Someday. I don't really like that one. The Strokes, famous songs. Um, I think it was Last Night. Yeah, Last Night is the one. Last night she said, I really like that one. And that first album, I do remember listening to it. So I respect that band. Let's look that up. The Strokes. Last Night. Last Night Tempo. Tempo. And it is a little bit slower than NXX, 104 BPM. This is going to be a tempo type of conversation. There's another one. I'm not thinking of the right one. It's hard to explain. Is that what it's called? The Strokes, hard to explain? Because, yeah, there you go. Hard to Explain is the song that I'll share. Hard to Explain. That's the one that I love, that little intro they have. And that's close to NXX 165 BPMs. So that's what I'm going for. I don't know how to figure it out for my own song, but I know when I was trying, comically, I was trying to put drums to this. I don't know how to do drums, man. I have no idea how to do percussion stuff. I was just going to stomp my feet because I pictured this playing this song at a festival and all the people will be clapping along like at Glastonbury or somewhere. Everyone's clapping along to the really fast beat as the song would play. But I don't know how to do the drums. I really just am clueless when it comes to drums. I need to teach myself, look at how to use a drum machine and drum pads to make it sound cool. I was just clapping my hands and stomping my feet, thinking it would at least give it a beat, but it didn't sound good. And yeah, in terms of the lower register, higher register, I'm not worried about that. These are demos. This would be a song that I would sell to a band because they could do it better than I could. If somebody was interested in a song like this, I really like this song. When I first conjured it last summer, I'm looking at it now. This was August 26th, 2025 is when I first came up with this one. And it was kind of a tribute to the Strokes and that New York kind of rock scene of the early 2000s. And even Television. I listened to my old recording and I fell asleep one day and I was listening to Television, Marquee Moon, and I think I was afraid that I was copying them too much. But when I got through it today, I was like more like Jello Biafra or No Effects, like that type of a pace. I was running around my garage in circles in the garage, and I was trying to perform this, like pretending I was performing to an audience. I need to get my head into it like an athlete. I need to get in the zone where I can be like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to go out with a bang, motherfucker. And it's hard to do that. I want to go through a punk album soon and find my inner punk rock lead singer because I don't know what if that's inside of me somewhere to scream and stuff. Like I don't know how to do that shit. Yeah, I just gotta let loose and not take it so seriously because I get too worried about how others will perceive my vocals, especially. I think the music's really solid, but I know somebody could sing this and have like a really natural sounding flow, which doesn't sound forced. That I often have that problem where even when rapping or speaking words, I don't know when to take breaths and I lose my breath and I can't hit some notes. So I need to sing from my butthole, like I said a long time ago. But I really like this song. It's why I wanted, when I first started doing this idea to make demos, like real demos, not just me talking about shit. Like spend a day producing something as a demo and see how that goes. And maybe I can add drums later, but it's not necessary to get the flow of the song out. I'm not going to talk for too long. What else did I want to really mention? Yeah, I had that occurrence where my poetry was not fitting with the melody, so I had to change some of the lines and change some things around. There is a difference, and I was aware of that. That a lot of my songs, once I go to perform them or record them, a lot of these lyrics would have to get adjusted to fit the flow of a melody. So yeah, I wrote it as in my notes to mention that, and that this is an evolution of an evolution. As I was doing this evolution of a song, I was like evolving from last night. Even there was multiple evolutions. It's very odd. I just deleted everything I did yesterday because I didn't like it. If I do, maybe I still have it and I'll share it to let you know what I was um, working with last night. But I didn't really like it. It was like more of a piano ballad, very laid back, and my voice isn't really good for a ballad like that. Um, if I do have it, I'll share it. I might have deleted it all, going against my better advice that I always give that don't delete stuff. I was just more frustrated today. I was like, man, I spent all day and up till 3, 4 in the morning doing this, and it sounds terrible. Yes, I think I did delete it, but whatever. Whatever. I might still have. What I do have is the music from yesterday, so I'll share that. Uh, you won't have to listen to my crappy vocals from last night. So, yeah, I think that's everything I really wanted to mention. I'm going to keep this really quick. Listen to the rest of the Phillies game. I think Alec Bohm just hit a home run. All right, where am I at here? I'm trying to organize things. Um, so if I do, I'll share that so you can see what I'm talking about. Get a better realization of what I'm trying to produce here. Because I could have just gone with the ballady version and been like, well, you have to speed this up. And then it would work as a stroke song with a very fast BPM. Like, I love songs like that. You listen to the In Excess, Don't Change, and if you have a if you don't like that song, like I know I'm repeating that cliche, like I don't think you have a heartbeat. If you don't get juiced when you hear that song, it's just such a high tempo driving melody that's so addicting, man. The production's awesome. I really love that song. I'm not a huge In Excess fan at all, but when it's a good song, it's a good song, man. Who produced that? In Excess, Don't Change. Um, who produced that? Because I really love the production on that. The iconic 1982 hit I didn't know it was that early. I thought it was late 80s. Produced by Australian record producer, the acclaimed Mark Opitz. It was the single from their third album, Shabu Shabu, Shuba Shuba, I don't know, Shabu Shuba, became their breakout international track. Yeah, it's a classic song. I really, really love that song. I can't get enough of a song like that. The words, the melody, the singing, everything just is perfect. Really love that. Um, I got to pick a song to read the lyrics for. Maybe I'll pick that. What else was I got to do? The Strokes or Idols? I don't know. I'll pick something here. I'm gonna do that one since I'm talking about that the most. In Excess, Don't Change. Let's go through those lyrics real quick because it is pretty quick. Won't take too long to go through this. Yeah, I did mention I shared it on my Instagram and my Substack and YouTube that you can listen to the new version of the Gospel according to some dude I overheard on the subway. That rap song that I shared last week. The better version that got mastered. Well, you know, my limited mastering skills, my engineering skills are still a work in progress. There's only so much you can do on your phone, man. I'm not complaining. At least I have this ability to put songs out. It's better to do this than nothing, or I just have to use pots and pans and, I don't know, get really weird with it. And I don't think it would sound as cool without that distorted synthesizer. That really kind of mimics the electric guitar a little. And yeah, I'm happy for that. So I'm going to keep doing this. Hopefully, I could get more practice in and learn different production tricks and for demo creation. I'm not, I figure if I do this for 50 of my songs, I'm going to get pretty damn good at it. Just in terms of putting songs together in a song structure format, that's a big deal. I struggled with that a little bit today, where I was like, do I put the chorus after the first verse? No, you put the verse and then the second verse, and then you put the riff, and then you go to this weird little chorus thing, which is only once in this song, and then you go back to the verse riff, and then you go into the outro spoken word, which is more like the Strokes. So I love doing stuff like this. It is like a puzzle. It is like a puzzle putting a song together on a multi-track program, and yeah, I'm grateful to have the ability to do that. I didn't know how it was going to go on my phone because it's difficult to do sometimes on a smaller screen, but you have to work with what you have, and I think I have a good foundation right now. Spend all day in the garage and get it out. I was going to do this talk in the garage, but it was about to storm and people were setting off fireworks, so it would be too noisy. But what else did I really want to talk about? Where am I at? 20 minutes? Yeah, I'm about 20 minutes in. That's pretty much everything. Hopefully you can hear this song and it sounds all right because I want like other people's opinions on it. I really like this song. I came last year very quickly. I woke up and just hummed this melody. You could go to my original post and I have that recording when I woke up. You can hear my voice, like I sound like I'm dead or something. Um, Kiss the Danger. I wrote this on August 25th last year. And yeah, I really love this song. I think it could be a hit song for a band. Like, I'm very confident in this one. Like, I want to hear it done professionally so I can listen to it. I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant. I just think it's a really interesting song. Um, yeah, but that's where I'm at. If I had to put a resume of stuff, this would probably be the top right now. I'd be like, this is the song that could make me some money, could become a very popular festival song for a band or a radio song. It's only 4 minutes long, maybe a little bit longer, but things could be changed later. And, 4-minute song isn't really long, even for radio standards. And the drumming, I'll leave that to the drummer, man, because I don't know how to do drums. I don't know how to do drums. I don't know how to record them, mix them. That's the one thing that's very foreign to my ears. I don't know how to do any of that. I just wanted to bang on my foot like I was hitting a bass pedal or something, and record that, but it sounded like poop. So I just said, "Fuck it." There's no drums on this. Imagine the drums for yourself. I need to learn how to do it. I'll just look up videos on YouTube and see how people handle virtual drum sets or other keeping the beat like that. But I think that's all for today. Thanks for listening. What's the plan for tomorrow? Tomorrow is what, Sunday? Yeah. I don't really know. I might not do anything until Tuesday. Gives me some time to do more exercising and maybe work on the rap album in between. That's not as demanding. I started messing around with drum beats a little. It's the first time I've ever done that. Work with a drum machine and program stuff. And I feel like I will get addicted to that because it's another form of creativity that I'll get obsessed with. But that's different. I don't know how to lay. If somebody says, "Give me a 4/4 beat, man," I don't know drum lingo. Drummers are really amazing athletes. You have to be really, really in tip-top shape with your legs and your ankles and your arms. You have to be really the most athletic. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but even Smelly from NoFX, dude. He plays the decline all the way through. That dude is legendary status. Seriously, I'm not trying to kiss people's asses. I was trying to stomp my foot for like 4 minutes, and I was like, "Fuck, when is this song over? Fuck." So drummers are in a different league, musician wise and athletic wise. I can't say it enough. I think drummers are probably the most important part of a band, maybe. But I've never been in a band, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. But something to look forward to is Tuesday. I am going to go search for my punk rock voice. I wrote a song maybe in October called Mr. T Mohawk, and it's very inspired by NoFX. I really like it because I hear Fat Mike's voice when I hear it, when I try to sing it. All I want is a Mr. T Mohawk. Din, 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 din. No inheritance, no paranoia was. So I'm gonna go for my inner punk rock since I've been listening to that since I was like 13. Maybe I have that inside of me, to get out something where I'm not mimicking Fat Mike or anybody else. I want to do it in my own way, but it's hard to do when I wrote this song like in the style of NoFX. If you know that pop punk Southern California. So I'm gonna try my best. That will be an interesting experiment since I've never tried doing a punk song, singing it, like really singing it for a demo. It's gonna be some weird frontiers that I never went down, but I'm not gonna take it that seriously and just have fun with it. That's what a Dead Kennedys work. That's why NoFX works. Blink 182. Um, a lot of those punk bands are not in that pretentious format, not about image or whatever so much. They just want to make music, that's it, and connect with people. Punk rock is like the working man's thing, almost like folk music. Um, yeah, I connect those two things sometimes, folk and punk, because I feel like I always see the Woody Guthrie, "this machine kills fascists," that type of attitude. So that's something to look forward to. Next Tuesday, I'm going to try to do that song and get it out. It should be only 3 minutes long because it's a punk song. It should be a little bit easier to do a verse, chorus, verse, whatever it boils down to. There won't be any. Well, I'm not going to try to do solos with my fucking keyboard, my phone, synthesizer. I'm not going to try to do any stupid soloing. That's even if I had a guitar, I'm not going to waste time trying to learn how to be a lead guitarist. That's for the future if I ever have the luxury to try to just zone out for 6 months and just play guitar 8 hours a day. But that's not where I'm at right now. I just want to do these songs and get them out, share them wherever I can share them. So that will be Tuesday. I'm going to do the NoFX tribute song that I really like. And I think it's really catchy, pop punk song. And I'm going to try to do something on Thursday it's kind of a Swans influence, so another no wave droney song. I'll see if I can accomplish that, because that's going to be a tough one. And yeah, I guess those are the two songs I'll be thinking about. But in between, though, I'm going to work on those rap songs from whatever, since I'm kind of addicted to the Bobby McFerrin style or Biz Markie, just beatboxing. That's how I did the drums for uh I forget how I did it now. Beatboxing is pretty cool. I have to learn more about it. I still have to read that KRS-One book, The Hip Hop Gospel of Hip Hop. I've neglected that. I'm supposed to read 30, 40, 50 pages a day to get through it, but I haven't done it in like 2 weeks. But I do like beatboxing. I think it's really cool. It's the most, I guess it kind of evolved from the doo-wop style, and that's amazing. People can use their voices and harmonize on the street corner. I'm reminded of Always Sunny in Philadelphia again, where Frank gets his gang together and they're doing the doo-wop. I forget what they were called. But yeah, I guess the beatboxing kind of probably evolved from that, using your voice because you have nothing else. That's the only way I can do drums to make it sound kind of cool and keep a beat. I have to do it with that, and that's kind of cool. That's the only thing I did today, and then I just looped it, and looped it for 14 minutes. That took me like a couple hours to get the timing right. I think I come in early. I'm prematurely coming when I do I need to edit this now? When I try to hit a mark vocally, my vocals come in too early, so I got to work on that because it took me forever to edit that stuff. That's why I like my guitar. When I had my acoustic, I could keep the time better. But when I'm just singing without anything, I lose the timing a lot. Or not by a lot, but you can tell when you listen on headphones, like, dude, you missed that by like a second or 2 seconds. So, it's a learning process. I'm not I never went to production school. I never took music theory, and I never performed anything besides one open mic night and being drunk, as a teenager playing stupid songs. So yeah, the practice will help me for all these skills I'm trying to get better at. All right, I'm at 30 minutes. I didn't want to talk this long, but let me end this now. Thanks for listening. I'm going to recite the lyrics now to "Don't Change" by INXS, 1982, and go listen to that song if you don't know it or if you haven't heard it in a long time. It's one of the best songs from the 80s. And here it is. Thanks for listening. I'm standing here on the ground. The sky above won't fall down. See no evil in all directions. Resolution of happiness. Things have been dark for so long, for too long. Don't change for you. Don't change a thing for me. Don't change for you. Don't change a thing for me. I found a love that I had lost. It was gone for too long. Hear no evil in all directions. Execution of bitterness. Message received loud and clear. Don't change for you, don't change a thing for me. Don't change for you, don't change a thing for me. I'm standing here on the ground, the sky above won't fall down. See no evil in all directions. Resolution of happiness. Things have been dark for too long. Don't change for you, don't change a thing for me. Yeah, better lyrics than I thought. Really good. I like these lines. I'm standing here on the ground, the sky above won't fall down. It's kind of a nursery rhyme, but I don't know. It's a good image, I think. See no evil in all directions, resolution of happiness. Dude can sing, man. He's a really good singer. Dun, 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 dun. I was trying to learn this on the phone synthesizer, the beginning of the song with that cool riff. Yeah, I can listen to the drums from a song like that and get inspired, but that's not part of my composition skills to lay down any drums. I don't know the science of percussion. It's something I have to do more research on to at least have some knowledge of it. But there you go. Go listen to In Excess. I probably won't share this till tomorrow unless I feel like doing it right now. But yeah, go listen to In Excess. Spend your Sunday with In Excess. Like maybe I'll do that too. But I still have to listen to the Weezer Blue album. I forgot about that. But that's all for today or tonight. Thanks for listening, and again, I hope you can see or hear what I hear. Do you hear what I hear? I hope you can hear at least what I'm going for. This could be a really cool song for like a summer festival. That's what I was picturing today because it was like 100 degrees again, and I'm running around my garage like pointing like I'm a front man of a punk band, trying to get into that persona because it's not really me. I'm not a very loud, confrontational, extroverted person. I have to become that if I'm going to perform anything or pretend to perform anything. So that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to build some confidence. And working out has helped. It's getting me more physically able to do some things. So that's a big part of it. I think that's why Springsteen had the longevity, because he works out a lot to be able to do 3-4 hour shows. Like, yeah, it's no joke, man. Whatever age you are. So that's all. Thanks for listening. Again, this is Evolution of a Song, whatever number it is. Kiss the Danger.